Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Oh, it feels so good to say that I have missed you guys more than you could possibly know, and I just have to say that I've missed you guys so much. And we're gonna start me coming back to you guys with a bang with Natasha Denona. Now I have a giveaway again for you guys. I was not anticipating this. I know Natasha sends me PR every once in a while, but it's not consistent. I ordered the collection, the mini love story collection, right before I ended up taking my break, and I got it, played with it a little bit, but I just did it off of camera. And then literally today, as I sit down to film for the first time, this is the PR box. This is the one that I ordered. So I wasn't expecting this, but it came in today. So I thought, you know what, that's a sign. That is a sign. So I will be doing a giveaway. I'm going to give away the products that I purchased, which are the mini eyeshadow palette, the cheek duo, as well as the lipstick. So stay tuned till the end if you are interested. But this right here is my PR box from Natasha. So thank you to Natasha. So we have the mini love story, and it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. You can actually purchase this box if you would like to on her website. I think it's kind of a little bit of a waste of money, in my personal opinion, to get the box when you can get the entire set without the box for $80, and I believe that it is 90 or 95. It's 95. So if you want the entire PR kit, it really is just the added box. It's $15 extra. So I would suggest, if you want the entire set for $80, which is a reduction in price if you go, between each individual, I would just get the $80 set, which is what I did whenever I purchased it. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over each individual item. Oh, look at her. She's so beautiful. Like, I wanted to do this eye look. I'm not even gonna lie. I was so tempted, but I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, let's start off with the palette. This is the Mini Love eyeshadow palette, and it has all new shades in it. It retails for $25. You're getting 5 new ultra pigmented pink and purple toned eyeshadows, perfect for Valentine's Day. And the shade descriptions are U, Mauve Rose Gold, R, Antique Lilac, My, Aubergine, True, Icy Pastel Pink, and Love, a warm medium pink. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that says "You are my true love." I thought that was adorable. I know that Marc Jacobs has done that before, and it actually kind of threw me off because I didn't realize that whenever I first started buying his palettes, but I think that's so cute. You are my true love. And of course, you've got different textures in here. Gorgeous. Then we have the Love Cheek Duo that has the beautiful like snow globe effect in there, and this tiny little hearts and like glitter or crystals or something. I love this. This absolutely, it just, yeah, easily distracted over here. So you're getting a cream blush and a highlight. The cream blush is actually not a new shade. It's from the Dara palette, but it's described as a rich and creamy texture that gives cheeks a flush of color. But it's described as a pink coral, and then the Glow Impact powder is described as a pink and golden champagne duo chrome. That retails for $42. Then we have a brand new lipstick, $25, in the shade AMOROSA, described as a medium warm mauve with a pink undertone. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into the demo. I'm going to start off with the eyes, and then we'll move on to the cheeks. Refer number 1 and the shade R. I'm going to place this on the outer corner, just starting out, tapping it into place. Slowly going into the crease. And now I'm going to start soft circular motions, and I'm blending it upward. I'm not going to take this inward to the crease, like toward the inner corner. I want to focus this going upward. And gradually, as less and less product is on my brush, it'll get softer and softer, so you have a really nice blend. Going in for just a little bit more. Again, starting lower and working upward. I want to make sure that I get pigment on this outer portion of my upper eye area, underneath the brow, but between the brow and the crease, the transition area, that's the word. You can see me taking the pigment, the excess over. That's just to make sure that it's nice and blended. Again, I just do not want to take this all the way in. I want to make sure I'm going out towards the end of the tail of the brow. Refer 21, going in with the shade U. This shade is a bit crumbly, so if you wanted to, you could use it wet. I'm using it dry. I kind of place it and press it onto my primer, which, by the way, I did not set. And then I'm working it around. And I kind of want to bring it upward, just the excess, to create the same kind of shape as I did over here. If you use this wet, it will be more impactful. It'll be more metallic, but you guys know. I tend to use my shadows dry. I do find it to be easier on the lower lash line or sometimes on the inner corner to go in with them wet, but I prefer to test out shadows dry. I'm blending it slightly over the lash shade, and again, just kind of moving it upward, because I don't want it to just stop right in the crease. I do need to build this shade up. Again, if you used it wet, I don't think you would have to. After I've gotten this all the way to the inner corner, pushed it upward, gotten it kind of blended into the last shade, I am going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. Got a little bit of fallout, so I'm going to dust that away with the Wayne Goss Artist brush. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Love on a Refer number 3. I'm going to use this wet just to apply it first to get the baseline, and then I'm going to start blending it downward to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Clean sponge just to clean up the outer edge, going from the outer corner up towards the brow. Wayne Goss number 19, the shade My. The shade is extremely pigmented, so you do not need much. I would rather build it up than put too much at one time. I mean, it is extremely, extremely pigmented. I'm placing it on the outer corner. It's kind of tapping and then like small, like teeny tiny, almost like I'm not even really moving the brush. And I want to blend it into the last or the lid shade as well as the first shade. Create a little bit of depth on this outer corner. As there's less product on the brush, I'm going to start kind of bringing it over because I don't want there to be a harsh line. I'm picking up just a little bit more. I'm going to start working it upward, kind of into the crease lightly. Soft circular motions to smoke out the outer corner. There's very little left on my brush now, so I'm kind of Again, moving over into that metallic, up into the crease a little bit more. I think I want to pick up the rougher brush. No additional product, I'm just kind of going around the edges of this. And if you wanted that shade to be super dark, you could totally do that. It's just not the look that I'm going for today. I'm blending right around the edges to soften it up. I'm going to take that same color on a refer number 3, and I'm focusing this as close to the lash line on the lower lashes as possible, just on the outer corner and slightly inward. Again, just a little bit of fallout. Going in with the shade True on a refer number 21, highlighting the brow arch. If you're fair, this will make an amazing highlight for your cheekbones as well, because it's really intense and it's really light. I'm going to wipe off my brush on my shirt. I'm going to blend it into the shades just a little bit. Same shade on a Bristles Beauty P06 RF. I'm applying that to the inner corner. Then I'm going to take it right along the line of right above where my crease is. Just same as here. I think it adds just a little something to the look. If you don't want to, you could totally just skip this step. Lastly, on our refer number 3, I'm taking the shade My. I'm going to press this right up against my lashes on the top, going about halfway in, and then I'll go in and add inner rim liner like I have on the opposite eye. I started off by applying the cream blush very lightly because this does have some pigment to it. I made sure to stamp it on my hand before going in on my cheeks, and then just kind of built it up, and it has a beautiful skin-like finish. It's not matte, but it's not super dewy either. I do have my skin set. And then I went in with my Linda Hallberg 306. I picked up the highlight and I just highlighted right on the tops of my cheekbones, brought it right around my temples, and this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the way that this looks. It doesn't look dry or anything, but I like to tone things down a bit, so I took my By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra pressed powder and I took it down the center of my face, and I also went around like my cheeks and whatnot just to tone things down, and then I highlighted my nose and my chin because I can't help myself. According to the Natasha Denona website, the new lipstick in Amorosa was paired with this liner. Now, this did not come in my PR box. I did a whole video on these liners, so I already had it in my collection. And it is the shade NP2, which is Neutral Pink Intensity 2 in ILONA. I feel like I always butcher that. But so I went ahead and I just outlined my lips. I didn't fill them in at all, and now I'm going to go in with Amorosa. I love the packaging. I think it's so pretty. The pink gives me the Valentine's Day vibes, and it smells good. Not intense, it just smells really, really good. I love these lipsticks. That's a whole different shade than I thought it was going to be. I must have been in different lighting whenever I opened it. I absolutely love it. This is gorgeous. Let me go ahead and swatch it on my hand so you can see it without the liner. Well, I'm sure you saw it earlier, but that color is so pretty. It's nude, but on my skin tone, it's not too light and it's also not too dark. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. All right, now let's get into my thoughts and a few comparisons. So I went ahead and grabbed my larger Love palette, and I just want to see what this looks like up against the mini. Okay, here it is side by side. The dark purple in this palette is a matte texture. The one in here is that like creamy, I call them the marker shades, and then this one is not close at all. I'm trying to see if there's something I should swatch side by side. Let me just go ahead. I'm going to swatch the dark purple, this one right here, up against Trust and Commitment. So there they are. This one, like I said, this is the one that has, it's a creamy texture that, I don't know, it's kind of skin-like. It's completely different. It's one of my favorite formulas that she does. But as you can see, these two mattes, this one is lighter. I'm going to swatch this first one up against, let's do Pure Love, and this one just in case. You can see those are not the same either. There's really no duplicates in this palette. It's definitely going to be a complementary palette. You can put them together and they definitely, obviously, work separately on their own. So if you didn't want this much love, the mini is a good option. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and swatch this highlight shade up against this one. And then this is a matte one, so it's not going to be the same at all. But let's do these two. Do this one on my middle finger and this one. There you go. This one's much deeper. This one is brighter. So yeah, you're not going to have any duplicates. These are new shades, which is really, really nice. And I like the way it applied on the eyes. I do think that you have to be pretty comfortable with purples because they are intimidating, especially the really dark one in the mini. But the pigmentation is there, and I would definitely suggest using workhorse brushes. And what I mean by that is you don't necessarily have to use natural hair brushes, but I find that natural hair just moves the product around a little bit better. I would not set your eyes, especially for this first shade. This first shade right here, if you were to put that on your eyes and you had set it, I think that it would just fall off. I don't think it would adhere very well. Like I mentioned, I don't do that. I always leave my eyes unset, other than underneath my brow. That's the only one I think you would have a true issue with if you were to set your eyes, and in that case just use it wet. But all of them worked out really well. If you're going to use synthetic brushes, I would make sure that they are stiffer, but I do think that natural hair brushes will work better with this palette. And be careful with this one because it is so dark. You can definitely, this one can get away from you. It's not patchy or anything like that, but it can get away from you and turn to a nearly black purple. It is very, very intense. I personally enjoy that, but just be careful. I had zero issues with anything, and I had very minimal fallout. I expected to have more than what I did. I didn't get zero fallout, but I did have very minimal fallout. If you already have the larger one, do you need this one? No, I don't think that you need to have both of them, but I don't think that they are exactly the same either. And like I said, I think that they pair together really nicely. If this was something that you're like, you know, I just don't want to spend that much money on a palette, but you like the colors or the color story, this would be a good option for you. When I first saw this, what is it called? The Love Cheek Duo. I thought that it was another picture of this palette right here. It's just sometimes I'm running through Instagram and I don't necessarily pay attention. I'm just like going through. I love that she did this again because I love this, like that snow globe type of effect. This is the Love Glow Cheek palette and this is the Love Glow Cheek Duo. This one has 4 shades and different textures in it, and this one just has 2, but I do want to compare the highlights. This shade right here does have a really beautiful shift to it. I'm not sure if you saw that on my cheeks, and this is an intense highlight. You can wear it a little bit more subtly. I chose to wear it kind of in the middle ground today, and it's just beautiful. It is going to add just a tiny bit of texture. All highlights are going to do that, but it doesn't look dry. I don't like it when a highlight looks dry on my skin. It's more of that gelée type of formula, which I really appreciate. This shade, as I mentioned, is a repeat shade. However, I don't have that palette anymore. I thought I would never get rid of it. However, when I was doing my declutter, I was like, you know what? The textures just aren't the same anymore. So I went ahead and I decluttered it because I think it was just past its expiration date, and it's such a beautiful one. I kind of miss it. But so I don't have that to compare, but I do want to compare the highlight. All right, here is this one, and I'm putting it on top of my tattoos in case you missed my my video for the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I put it on top of my tattoo just so you guys can see the true color. It helps to bring out any of the shifting shades and whatnot, and this definitely has like a pink and gold shift to it, but I want to compare it to this one. I'm going to compare it to the Glow Impact Powder. As you can see, much more golden. This one has so much more pink to it. So those are not the same. I also want to check out the I Need a Nude Glow. This one right here. I don't anticipate this one looking the same because, I mean, I don't see any pink in it. Definitely not. You can see there. I try to tilt my hand back so that you can really see any kind of difference with the light hitting it in different angles. So that is not close, but one more. I got the Bloom palette. I want to do the Glow Extreme. This one's a little closer, but it's more peach than pink. You guys can see that. It definitely, it's the closest I would say, but it's definitely more peachy than it is a pink undertone. The Duo Glow, I have a feeling is going to be the same way, but I'm going to swatch it too. Yeah. And this one is darker. Hold on, I want to see if I have, there's one other palette I'm thinking of. One moment. I was looking at the Bronze Cheek palette. This one's definitely more golden. It's not going to be similar. And then the Tan palette, again, it's more golden. This one definitely has that pink undertone. I'm just going to swatch this one just so you guys can see it. I'm going to put it down here. Ooh. And it's not the best swatch, but you can tell that it's nothing like this. So I do think that with this highlight, it is something new. Oh, wait. Do I have more? I might have more. Again, hold please. I'm gonna re-swatch the new one, but then I have the Super Glows, and spoiler, they're not gonna be the same, but I just want you guys to be able to see. So these are the Super Glows in fair and light medium. This one is fair, this one is light medium. Again, this one just has that duochrome effect to it and the pink undertone. Final thoughts on this palette. I think it is beautiful. I think that it's going to work best with a sponge. I tried it the other day, just kind of messing with it with a brush, and it got a little patchy on me. I do set my face, in case anybody's wondering. I have powder all over, and then I take my damp sponge, I squeeze it out into a towel again so it's just lightly dampened, and then I tap in here, and you can definitely build it up. I was using very, very little product, and I think it looks really nice on the skin, and the same for the highlight. I think that Natasha does an amazing job with both her, well, sometimes her shadows can be hit or miss, and the same, was it the Bronze Cheek palette? Yeah, this one with the new formula, it got a little funky on me. So she has a tendency to kind of switch formulas up, and that can be good and it can be bad, because you can really love something and then she changes it and you're like, I don't like this. But then she can also play around and improve things. So I kind of like that she messes around, but then sometimes I can get disappointed. Like that palette it dried up on me. But overall, I think that everything is beautiful. I'm happy with everything. I love this lip color. The whole look is gorgeous. Now, for the giveaway. First, if you guys are tired of me doing giveaways, let me know. I was literally told in one of my last ones that I was evil. I don't know if they thought that I was doing the unboxing of my Beautylicious bag and I was just going to completely give away the entire bag. I don't know what happened with that, but they said I was evil. So I'm like, should I still be doing these giveaways? I don't know, but I love to give back to you. I love all of you guys and how much you support me. It means the world to me. And I know I say that a lot, but I truly, truly mean it. And I can't say it enough. I love to see people smile. I love to make somebody's day. So if you guys are tired of the giveaways, let me know. But if you're not, I'm going to continue to do so. With that being said, if you would like to enter the giveaway for the Cheek Duo, the lipstick, and the eyeshadow palette, the mini, all you got to do is comment, let me know that you would like to win, give me a way to get in touch with you, either Instagram or your email address. It is international, so everywhere, everybody is included. And then tell me which product was your favorite of the three. Of course, you're going to get all three, but let me know which one was your favorite. I'll leave the date in the description box, and then I will be contacting you on that date at 12 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you are checking whichever method that you left, so you know whether or not you won. You have 24 hours to respond. If you don't respond, I have to pick a new winner, and I hate doing that, so please don't make me do that. I love you guys. Again, for the official rules, make sure you are checking the description box. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.